I know everyone's been talking about the quarterback situation, and rightfully so. It's the most important position.
Yeah.
Um, do you think there are any surprise quarterbacks we could see just come out, throughout the offseason that could be available for us? I know you threw out Andy Dalton or Trask in the draft, but is there anyone that anyone isn't talking about yet?
Well, yeah. How about let no one's talking about? Well, someone you could trade for. Like, what if the Jets don't want Sam Darnold anymore?
Yeah.
Quarterbacks like that. I don't know who else would fall into that category, but
A
young
guy I know who's
who?
going to be a free agent, and I was going to throw out Jameis Winston just because I have to admit I'm a Florida State fan, so I'm a little biased, but um, I think that's a guy where you put him in a new situation, especially with someone like Shanahan. That could be really interesting to me.
Absolutely. And he just had a year being coached by Sean Payton, who Shanahan respects. There's a lot of carryover between their schemes. He'd be extremely cheap, dirt
Yeah.
cheap. Yeah, why
And
not? I mean, he probably has more upside than Andy Dalton at this point. Why not?
yeah,
Bring him
I
back
also
in.
I wanted to ask you also, when do you think, and I know John Lynch, he just got an extension last offseason, but when do you think we get to the breaking point with him? Because I'm not in a position where I think we should fire him at any point soon, but I think after another season of if we still have Jimmy by the end of the season, we still don't have things figured out. There's a lot of question marks still there. I don't. I, I wouldn't fire him, but I feel like the hot seat would definitely be getting very warm if things were not very different by the end
You
of the
got to
next
remember, they
offseason.
just gave him a 5-year extension, and
Yeah.
he's not. I don't think he makes decisions, man. I think
Okay.
he
Yeah.
basically tells Kyle Shanahan that Kyle's decisions are smart. Kyle,
Mhm.
good idea. Let's do that. And then
Yeah.
when Kyle makes the decision, John goes out and explains it to the media. I think that's basically his job. So they may feel they need someone to take the decision making power away from Kyle, and that's not John.
Right.
But again, they just gave Kyle a 6-year extension, so they gave him more power. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I think actually what could happen would be more likely is that John would be fed up and be like, what am I doing here? No one listens to me. I have no power. This is a figurehead position, and I'm not even respected. I'm going to go back and work for Fox. That's more likely that he just walks away at some point, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then also I wanted to ask you, I thought it was really interesting when you were talking about, I forgot who you were talking about it with, but the financials of Jimmy when he was how he was 4 million per snap
That's
or
right.
per game. Was
Yes.
it
Yes.
that magic number? I heard that and I think it epitomized all the feelings that 49ers fans have of Jimmy. I mean, that number alone is just mind-boggling.
Yes.
Is there, do you think that, and I know NFL teams and the media specifically more has talked about this, do you think we could get in a situation where we take a guy this year, right, in the first round, maybe second round, if it's someone like Trask, we trade up high, whatever. Do you think we could get into a situation where we take quarterbacks every 4 or 5 years, like all these media people want every
That's
team
what
to
I
do?
think is the move. I think
Yeah,
that's like the money ball move in the NFL. As long as there is a rookie wage scale and you can get the most important position in professional sports at this bargain bin rate, you should be doing that all the time. You should be doing that all the time. That way, look at Cleveland. They have
right,
Baker Mayfield, who's good, not great. You can win with him now. Do you want to give him
exactly.
140 million in 2 years? Maybe not. But
No,
how can you move off of him if you haven't drafted a replacement?
right,
So they have to start thinking 2 years ahead, and I think we're going to start. No team has done it yet. The Rams should have.
yeah.
The Rams should have. The Browns should. Let's see which team does it first and how they do it. And when a team does it successfully, all the other teams will follow suit because it's a copycat league.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks, Grant. I
All
appreciate
right,
it.
man. Good stuff, Ben. Thanks for waiting all this
Thanks.
time, dude.